AJ, welcome to your first ever vBrownBag AWS reInvent person on the street interview. Yay!
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. It's great to be here.
So folks, we are currently at AWS reInvent. We literally just got here. We flew in this morning. AJ and I are settling in. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do for the week. So for the audience, would you like to introduce yourself and tell them what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, I'm AJ Stuyvenberg. I'm a newly minted AWS hero, and I'm an engineer at Datadog. I work on serverless observability and blog about kind of the minutia of serverless. So that's sort of my interest and focal point. And this year at reInvent, I'm very privileged to be given a talk all about the topic. So I'll be doing that actually twice, once on Monday, once on Wednesday.
What is the talk about?
So we're going to be talking about thawing your AWS Lambda cold starts. Specifically, the talk title is, demystifying and mitigating AWS cold starts. But in this case, I like thawing. It's a shorthand.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. And that's been a problem that has been in existence for a long time now. So
yeah.
So this is something that they've come up with mitigation strategies and everything. So this will be a very salient topic to attend.
That's the hope. My hope is that it becomes a type of thing that we talk about once, for about 45 minutes, and then that's the most anybody ever has to think about the topic, and then they can just go and apply that learning, and they have what they need going forward. That's the goal. Until
they bother you after the talk.
Yeah, or slide into the DMs, which are always open. Feel free to hit me up if you have any questions. That's what I'm here for.
And we will put them in the show notes on the bottom third so that everybody will be able to do exactly that.
Perfect, yeah.
You've been a newly minted serverless hero, you said, but you've been in the serverless space for a while now.
Yeah, I think I probably deployed my first serverless application. It was an image resizer in like 2016 or 2017, somewhere in there. It was like maybe spring 2017, and kind of been building some open source libraries. And then I got hired at a company called Serverless Inc. They make the serverless framework, so I worked on that for a while before moving to Datadog.
This is reInvent 2023. This is your first reInvent?
No. This is my fifth reInvent. My first is a hero.
First is a hero, gotcha. Yeah, okay, yes. Nice, okay. So with that in mind then, what is the service and or thing that you are most excited about experiencing while you're here?
I think the thing I'm most excited about, because it's so new and so weird, is Party Rock.
Yes.
And I love it because it's so unlike AWS. It is a totally
It came out of left field. I did not.
Total left field. It's no credit card required, none of this.
Yeah.
It's super playful. It's really, and I love that.
Have you made your own apps?
I did, and actually the most useful thing I did, I sent to a few folks internally, but it lets you describe an application you want to create, and it would suggest open source node modules or Go modules, or just it'll do any language. Open source dependencies that you might want to consider. Now, I want you to, dear listener, to be careful about which dependencies you pull into your app. But when you're starting a new project, it's also important to know which parts you don't have to rebuild, right?
Yes.
And that specifically is what I was trying to accomplish, and it's really good at that. It was so cool to hey, I want to build an API and I want to try learning Node.js. Maybe I don't know it, right? And it's oh, maybe you want to think about Express. And yeah, I could have Googled that, but it's going to suggest how to structure my application and which version I may want to use and that sort of thing. So I think that's really neat.
That's actually exactly what I'm using it for now too, because I don't have any experience with Go.
Yeah.
But providers are written in Go for Terraform.
Yep.
So I am now playing around with it, helping me to teach me how to make my first provider.
Yeah, I've along those same lines, I've had it help convert code from language to language. So I work on a bunch of libraries in my work at Datadog, and for fun, I did my secure coding training this year, one in every language. I had never written Scala before, so I got through Perl and onto Scala and was I don't know what to do.
Because you hate yourself? What do you?
I kind of wanted to try it. So anyway, so I really Party Rock was really cool. Came out of left field. We knew Bedrock was coming. We knew that was coming for a while.
Yep.
That's definitely. I really love the abstraction they give you, where it's just. You can write to this API and you can tune everything in sort of this really clean wrapper, and I think that's the right platform play. So excited about that one. Let's see what else is going on. There's a couple of little quality of life things they've shipped out. I think just today they announced infrastructure fix. So ALB now supports mutual TLS, which is important if you're going to do any a lot of B2B peering, and a lot of enterprise integration is going to use that to authenticate, which is great. What else is going on? There's probably some more that I'm blanking on right now, but I think
there's so many though. I mean, we had literally 2 6-hour debriefs on all the new things that are coming out.
I would say one thing on the hero side, on the serverless side that I'm really excited about is They committed to releasing new runtimes much more regularly. So historically, that had been a bit of a challenge. And I think that kind of crested this year with Python 3.10 coming out like well after 3.11 was already coming out. So now they're like, look, we already have everything on the roadmap. 3.12 is coming soon. It also came with a big OS upgrade. So if you're running Lambda, up until now, your base image was probably running like Amazon Linux 2. And now everything going forward is on Amazon Linux 2023, which is a pretty important upgrade. It's like a 40% size reduction. That's going to help out with some of your cold start problems. That's going to help just make it easier to interact with the various runtimes and base images that you're using when you're building applications either on the zip-based Lambda functions or on containers. So
and if you want to find out more about that, come check out his talks.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, AJ, it's a pleasure having you on the show. Thanks for coming by.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
I'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you anyone has any questions about serverless or AWS or Datadog, you can always find me. Reach out. Happy to help.
Cool. Awesome.
Awesome. Bye.